So to get started with Cucumber, the prerequisite, as in we need to have Java as in JDK installed. JDK, the latest one as of today is 1.8. Then we need to have all Cucumber jars with us, right? And the editor will be working on is Eclipse IDE, right? So I won't be talking about basic concepts in this course, like the prerequisite that if you're starting with a Cucumber course, you must have a basic understanding of how Selenium works and how APM works. I'll be taking up some of the examples of Selenium and APM in this course, but this course majorly focuses on Cucumber. So for Cucumber jars, you can directly go to MVN repository and you can download these Cucumber jars from here. If you search for Cucumber, then you'll see a lot of thing over here. Let's say if I search for Cucumber. So this is Cucumber JUnit, Cucumber Java, Cucumber Core. You can download the latest version of these jar files. But all jars that you would be needing, I'll just show it to you. These are the ones that I have downloaded. See, we are directly starting with a Java project right now. I will be including these jar files in a form of dependencies as well later on when we start building up a Maven project, when we start working on a live project. So we'll be using these things as a dependencies in pom.xml file directly. But right now we are starting with very basic. So I'll be like these are the jar files that you will be needing in your project in that you need to import to Eclipse to get started with Cucumber. Right. Now, along with these jar files, I would also recommend that there is a Cucumber Eclipse plugin that you should be installing. Cucumber Eclipse plugin. So if you search this for this in Google as well, you're gonna see one plugin for Eclipse. This basically gives some formatting to the feature files that we'll be writing. You remember we discussed about the feature files initially in the introduction. So it's missing from here. Probably you can find it over here, the plugin. Or else you can even go to the marketplace and you can search for Cucumber Eclipse plugin. So what we'll do, we'll directly get started. I'll launch Eclipse first, and I'll create a new workspace. Give it a name as Cucumber project. Okay, so this one is already, this workspace is already been used by some other project. What I'll do, uh, I'll create a new project, Cucumber project new. I'll name it as Cucumber project new. So let us wait for a few seconds till the time Eclipse is loading. All right, so let us close the welcome screen, and now we're gonna create a new project, a simple Java project. So I'll right click over here and I'll say new project and select Java project from here. And here I'll gonna give it a name as Cucumber Basics. We're studying about the basics of Cucumber, and then later on we're gonna integrate it with Selenium or Appium. So let us add all the jar files for that is required for Cucumber first. I'll go to build path, add external archive, and I'll add all these jars, right? And now we'll be downloading the plugin that is Cucumber Eclipse plugin. We'll go to Marketplace. So probably it might take a few seconds based on your internet speed to check what all available plugins are there. So probably looks like the marketplace is down at the moment. Sometimes it happens. I mean, we are not able to connect to the marketplace, right? But we can try this later on. This is just a feature. I mean, that you can enable in Eclipse that will allow you to give some colorful code when you're writing your Cucumber features, right? But this anyway, I mean, the installation is pretty much straightforward. You just need to go to Marketplace, search for Cucumber Eclipse plugin, and then straight away install it. I may add a video on this later on, but right now I'm facing some issues. So I'll fix it, and then I'll add like I'll wait for the marketplace to show up, and then I'll gonna add that particular video related to this Cucumber Eclipse plugin, right? So once the plugin is installed, you can right click on your source folder and you can go ahead and create a new file. So what we are doing now, we are actually going to create a new feature, right? Feature, I can give any name to this feature. Let's say we're going to start with login. So I'll be saying login feature. So I'm just taking a basic example at this moment. I'm not integrating Selenium, right? But the scenario that we will be looking at it right now will be based on our future perspective once we start automating a website. So same thing, we're gonna try it right now. Same features will be designing it right now, but to understand Cucumber in more depth, right? So I'll say login and I'll probably name it as dot feature. So dot feature is the extension that you need to give to this file. So once you click on finish, you're gonna see a plain file is generated, and this is a benefit of having that Eclipse plugin, that once you create a file, it will show up like a Cucumber file, right? So you can see a lot of things over here, something that is given, and when, then, and, right? Scenario outline. This is basically a Jerkin language, right? Cucumber works on a Jerkin language that is given, when, then, and, right? So this is basically a plain English. Anyone can easily understand it. Even your client, if he is not very much into coding part, if it's not very much technical, you can still go ahead and look at the feature file and will be able to understand what exactly the feature is talking all about, right? Now then there are some tags as well. What are tags? What are all these things? We'll be talking about in depth, right? What is background? What is scenario outline? What are examples? So there are a lot of things that we're going to cover in Cucumber, including the parameterization stuff, right? But the very first task is to create a very first feature, and that for that I'll be removing all the existing stuff, and I'll be starting designing the very first feature.